Welcome in. If you were watching the recording, I'm going to give people just a few minutes to hop in here live. Let me get my tabs all pulled up here. All right. And for those of you hopping on live, do me a big favor. Let me know if you can hear and see me okay. Going to be doing super raw behind the scenes, literally just shipping my eBay stuff. So I figured I'd hop on and show you guys what I'm doing. Had some decent sales come through over the last couple hours, so I figured I'm going to ship them anyways, and I want to start doing some more raw behind the scenes content for you guys. So no editing, no fancy bullet points to follow anything here. What's up, Greg? Thank you for the heads up on the audio check there. All right, I just realized I didn't pre-check where I'm actually going to put my tripod. Give you guys a decent point of view here. What's up, Alex? All right, gonna do some adjustments. Like I said, this is raw behind the scenes. Did not plan on doing a video at all today, but I figured, you know what? I've done these kind of videos before where I'm just doing my normal tasks that I do every day anyways, and I just simply turn my camera on. So there we go. All right, got my chat pulled up on the computer here. Keep some tabs on you guys. Yeah, so kind of open Q&A sesh. If you guys have any questions, drop those in the comments below. Aside from that, I'm literally just going to go through ship the items that I have today, and I'm going to walk you guys through like buy cost, all that kind of stuff involved. First one, and I like to do these kind of videos because when I was new in the eBay world and shipping, I enjoyed watching how other people shipped items. So there's a big difference between how we ship this versus how we ship a pair of shoes, etc. So something like this was a unique item. This is 20 inches long, and this is a brand to keep an eye out for.
You're a brand to
Sup,
keep an eye out
wifey?
for. You have the Goo Gone little spray?
This is real life right now. The Goo Gone? I don't have
little
it in here.
spray one.
I threw that away.
What?
We had this little Goo Gone spray bottle we all share, but it was hiding for like 2 months. It was nasty. I threw it away.
This little green bottle we had.
Yeah, that's long gone. This is why I enjoy doing behind the scenes, because there's no editing or scripts to follow here. So, King Tony torque wrench. Super random bolo of the day. I picked this up off Facebook Marketplace. I paid $100 for it. And we sold this for $250. With tax, they paid $265. So that's a really random bolo to keep an eye out for. King Tony is the brand on that one. I've been racking my brain with how I want to ship this. I originally thought I could put it inside of a small Lowe's box, but it's 20 inches wide. And that's just not going to work. I don't want to waste one of our big medium boxes that I have to cut down. So I have two options. One, I have a bunch of this Scotch. You guys probably saw that video. Basically the Scotch Flex and Seal. I could do one strip on each side, and then basically get that put together that way. I could grab. Might actually do it this way. I like a box better for something like this. It's got the hard case, so I'm not too worried about damage or anything like that. Just, I think it would look a little bit better to do it this way. So I think this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it in a box. I could technically just throw it in a poly bag, poly mailer, call it a day, but I'm going to make it look a little bit nicer because it was such a higher dollar item. So this is the workbench. If you guys didn't see the video that I just put together where the eBay reboot episode number 3 where I built this thing, it's been phenomenal so far. I've been shipping on this every single day. As you guys can see, it's already dirty and beat up, which is exactly the purpose that this was supposed to serve. I've already learned I wish I would have made this probably like a foot wider and a couple feet longer, but now I know for next time. First build wasn't too bad, but it's got all the things on it that I need, so I'm just going to go through and do my thing. I've got 7 items total that I'm going to be shipping out today, and as you guys can see, I have my bubble wrap feeding from the bottom right there. So what I'm going to do is bubble wrap this guy. Nothing major, just enough to give it some padding in there. What I do need to do is get a little slicer. Even though this is perforated, it'd still be nice just to have a little slicing mechanism right there for this. Alright, so get that put together. You guys want to see my latest little improvement that I made? I've been obsessed with little 5-second hacks to save time. Yeah, use a bat box. I could, but here's the problem. I don't have time to go run around and find one. I don't have any here on hand, and I don't have time to go run out to a post office to get one. So having a bat box would definitely be nice because those are super easy to cut down. I used to sell a decent amount of bats, but I haven't in a while, so I got rid of my boxes. So here's my recent hack. As you guys can see, got my tape guns up here. So with the pegboard, typically you have these little deals right here, these little hooks, and they work fine, right? There's nothing wrong with that. I don't like fiddling with them, especially if you're in a rush or a hurry. It's easy just to pull those and knock them down. So I actually got pretty heavy duty magnets. So now I put a magnet on the back side of this because of the way these tape guns are with that metal plate. Pretty sweet, right? So I took it one step further because when I'm shipping, let's drop this back down. There we go. So when I am shipping, because I made my table a little bit smaller than I should have, if I'm shipping, so for example right now, what I'm going to do is tape this box. Can you guys see that okay? All right. I'm going to tape this guy. Traditionally, I'm going to set this down. I don't like, because this is a smaller table, this takes up space. So what I did was added another magnet. And that way, in the middle of my shipping, I'm not taking up space here. Very quick to grab and put right there. And you guys can probably see it right there on the video. I actually just pre-drilled a little bit of depth in there so the magnet's not sticking all the way out. That's been hands down my favorite hack that I've come up with so far. So now I got this guy. And yes, this technically is like wasting boxes. I already know I'm going to get the comments. But I'm going to make an end cap, which is super easy. You just cut one of these guys down. Make sure you got that right. There we go. All right. How are you guys doing today? Got a couple people watching. Have you guys done your shipping already? I guess East Coast, it's probably past dinner time. You guys got your feet up, you're chilling. Unless you're in hustle mode, then you're probably still working. But eBay's been going solid. I'm definitely pumped to be back in it. We've been doing our eBay reboot series. We have our eBay 6-week listing challenge going on right now. I've been doing 3 a day, but I recently just deep cleaned our upstairs. And see if I can get this thing to get in here okay. Recently deep cleaned upstairs, so now I actually have enough inventory that I can be doing 5 a day, so I'm going to up that. Oh, this thing is not going to go on smooth, is it? Alright, let's try it the opposite way. Usually this is not that much of a struggle. I'm just getting this down so it's level. This is not the prettiest cap I have done, that's for sure. I want this up just a little bit more. Alright, good on there. Got my thank you cards, nice and handy right there. Drop that in. Take this guy. when I'm doing a cap, usually I put the cap on the inside, but it was too tight of a fit. So if I'm doing a cap on the outside, I'm taping all the way down so it's grabbing both. And then we're going around. Oh, my card slipped right through there. Stay. I can't even make that up. My thank you card literally just slipped out. Stay up there. See, if this would have been an edited video, guys, I could have made this look like such the best job ever. And you would have been like, oh my gosh, he's amazing at shipping these types of boxes. Welcome to Raw Behind the Scenes, where I make mistakes, I mess up my boxes, and I move on with my life. Alright, that is not an ideal situation, but it will get there in one piece. Okay. This stuff. See, I just did it. Even though I just put this magnet in here, I'm still in a habit of just throwing this up on the table. So I got to get in the habit of getting that out of the way. All right, I do have my scale right here. I just pop out. How are you all doing? And if you guys have any questions, drop those in the chat below. And let me know, do you guys want to see more raw behind the scenes, just live streams of stuff that I'm doing? Because I do these kind of tasks every single day. So if you guys are interested in seeing kind of less, professional edited type content, but more just live stream behind the scenes, I could definitely do this. Yeah, the Goo Gone Gel spray. We have a big bottle of it out there, but what we would do is we would put it down into smaller bottles. And that's the one Trista was looking for. Hey, what's up, Adam? Live TV, basically. Cool. Yeah, if you guys are game for more kind of live TV aspects to what we do here in the warehouse between Amazon, eBay, etc., thumbs up first and foremost, and second, comment below. Let me know if you guys want to see more of this style of raw content. I prefer watching this style of content, so I figured maybe some of you guys would enjoy it as well. All right, so now I'm just going to go in here to eBay and I'm going to print my shipping labels. And I just realized my label printer's not on. All right, and can you guys see? Yeah, you can. Got a Rolo right there. And this is, I want to get some type of thing where I can have my computer up on a little platform out of the way. So I need to get together some clamps and all that. So where is this going? Massachusetts. I have a feeling this is going to cost a decent amount to ship because I did put priority mail on it. This is a what am I at? All right, so we've got 8/5/20. You guys see why I've been fans of magnets? See what I just did there? Oh, I guess you guys can't see that. I got magnets behind this pegboard. So tape measure, all that stuff can just be put up right there. It's not perfect because this doesn't have a lot of metal on it. So I have to put it up kind of like that. We make it work though. We make it work. All right, back to the shipping. All right, what is the damage? Okay, not bad at all. We have just under 5 pounds, 8x5x20. Priority mail, $22. And again, I paid $100. It sold for $250, so I definitely made a really nice margin on that one. And I have multiple printers, so I'm gonna make sure I select the right one. Print. Good to go. All right. Number one is done. then I have a USPS tote behind me. I'm just tossing these into. All right, and anytime I make a cap, I always save the other piece so that the next time I need to make a cap for something, I already have one here. And then I have everything sorted inside of this right here by box size. I have more stuff. Typically the bigger sizes are underneath. It's been super helpful. And traditionally, if I'm just like going at a fast pace, what I would be doing is just bulk shipping and do it just at speed. Since I'm doing content for you guys, I want to do it a little bit slower. Get all this shipped out. Next, we have a pair of shoes. Which is going to be these guys. All right. And I believe, if I remember right, these would have been Goodwill. Actually, let me check my SKU. So Goodwill, I spent 20 bucks and they sold for 70. And anytime I say a sale price, that includes shipping because I do free shipping on my stuff. So we are going to get these all boxed up. Now, there's so many different ways to ship, especially when it comes to a pair of shoes. This is the way I've been doing it. Now, these are a larger size. Those are 11s. These should fit in here. So if you don't know, I think everyone should know by now, but if you don't, you can get all your USPS boxes for free on USPS.com. This is a actual shoe box. So if you go on that website, type in shoe box, you'll see it pop up. See how handy that is? I'm obsessed with that little magnet deal this week. All right, so you can poly bag your shoes, you can bubble wrap them, you can craft paper them. I forgot to grab my square pre-cut sheets, but I do have this thing. So craft paper, we have a huge stack of just pre-cut ones I forgot to grab. I'd say probably at least a third, if not half of our sales have been shoes lately, so I need to get that pre-cut stuff in here. No fancy way to do this, just wrap them up. Thank you card. And because people usually ask, it's just a basic U-line tape gun and tape. The difference is it is a 3-inch width. Versus, even though I have it, once you go 3-inch, it's very tough to go back to the small stuff. So I don't use this one too much. So 3-inch tape gun is what I'm using there. All right, shoes. We've got 2 pounds on the dot. Box size on this is 15.86. We've got $11.69 on shipping. And if you guys have any questions, drop those in the chat and I'll be circulating back to grab those. All right, that one is done. All right, 2 down, 5 to go. Does USPS rent the scale, provide the scale, or do you need to buy your own scale? I have no idea if they rent. I know they sell. I don't know if they rent out scales. Honestly, just get your own. This is the Smart Way. I don't know if you guys see that brand. So this is just a basic Smart Way scale off Amazon. It was maybe 30 bucks at most. It's one of the best investments you'll ever make is a scale. That's like if any type of tools in the beginning you need, a scale is probably going to be close to number one, if not the number one. All right, cool. You guys are down for more lives. I'll definitely hop on here a little bit more. And I'm not even going fancy. I don't even have the good camera set up. You guys are just streaming from my phone. So the quality is not awesome, but it's good enough to get the point across. What do we sell? Everything. Amazon, we're a little bit more focused on certain categories, but with eBay, a lot of shoes. I mean, today's a prime example. Like, I've got so many random things. I've got toys, video games, Space Jam beanie. I did the Keeg Tony tool. We'll sell a little bit of everything. I've done fishing equipment, all of it. Yeah, once you guys get 3-inch tape, so worth it. I pay extra for our 3-inch tape just because it's that good. All right, next up, I'm just going based on what's in my queue here. Now again, I'm only doing these one by one for the sake of showing you guys what I'm doing, how I'm packaging each one. If this was just me by myself like I do every day, we get between, we're just now getting back into eBay ramping up, but we get between 3 and 8 sales, like I'd say 5 on average per day. As I list more, it's definitely going to ramp up closer to 10 a day. Usually I would do bulk shipping. I would pre-package all of it, write the zip code on each one, and then do all the labels. But for today, a little bit slower pace, which is nice. All right, next up we got Pokemon Sharpedo is the next up. Sold this guy. I got this for, I'm trying to remember what my buy cost was. I did not put it in my SKU, which usually I do. I know so this is part of a larger Pokemon buyout that I did. Ultimately, I believe that load came down to roughly about $7 per. This I sold for $32.95. So another good thing to keep an eye out for is anything Pokemon related. Always check comps on that. Can you guys hear me okay when I go away from the phone? Are we good on audio still? All right. So 2 ways I package these types of Pokemon collector's items. Some people do keep them in the packages, and this has pretty good packaging as far as no box damage or anything like that. So I do want to keep this intact if I can. If it was one, I've sold some cheaper end ones for like 12 bucks. I'm okay with bubble wrapping and then putting them in a mailer. This one I'm actually going to box, which I have a box down here. So these are the boxes I've shown several times, the 8x6x4s U-line. These are great for Funko Pops and smaller items like that. This will still be under 1 pound, which is first class inside the box here. Pop the thank you card. Get the scale ready. Got 9 ounces, which is beautiful. So on higher end stuff, because I know I always get someone who's like, yeah, but you have to pay for the boxes, bro. No shit. But these boxes, if you buy them in bulk, cost like 20 cents each. And this buyer paid $33 for this item. So yeah, I'm going to include a box for an extra 20 cents. Cracks me up, man. You get people who just don't understand paying for supplies that make things easier, efficient, and an overall better experience for your customer. Because you can cheap out and just ship those things in poly mailers, but you're risking that box damage happening, which is a customer return. I know my customer is going to be really happy when they see a box like that for this item. All right, first class, $4.53. And also margin plays a role with that too. I paid $7 for this, so I can definitely wiggle an extra 20 cents for a box. But if you're only making 50 cents profit, then maybe a box isn't going to work for you. And some people do run a business model where they're doing just, 50 cents to $1 profit, but they're doing very high volume. All right, next up, we've got, so I got a buyer's note on one of these video games that says, I try to buy video games and accessories in bulk. If you have any available, let me know. And I actually do have a bunch upstairs of unlisted video game stuff. So That's an opportunity. If I have stuff I need to move, that could be an outlet right there. All right, next up we've got this. Never played this before, so I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce it. Bakugan. I've sold a fair amount of these. It's far past its time, so I can share. This was a Walmart Bolo a while back. I was buying these up for $7 to $10 each, and they were selling for 35 to 40 on Amazon. So I bought and sold at least 30 or 40 of these. Couple customer returns. You see that was my Amazon label. Customer returns, and this one obviously had never been open, just slight box wear, which I make sure I put in my photos. But either way, this did sell for 40 bucks on eBay, which is still a really solid price for this. Now, this type of item is not really a collector's item, so box condition doesn't matter as much as something like a Funko Pop would matter. This is the type of toy that kids are just tearing open just for the toy itself. So because of that, I don't feel the need to box this. I'm just going to bubble wrap, and I'm going to slide it inside of a poly. If you guys hear me say poly, it's because in prep center world here, we deal with thousands of poly bags every single day. So mailer would be the proper term, poly mailer. But if you hear me say poly, that's what I'm referring to. That. And let's see if this fits. I got two different sizes of these. That's how they fit. Alright, so I've got the medium ones there. And then just underneath I got these large ones. And I get these on Uline, but I am going to switch over and start getting everything from theboxery.com. Decent pricing. Can we get first class? 1 pound, 0.9 ounces. Almost first class. I always round up. I know technically it just depends on if they cross-check it. I could say 1 pound even to get my first class shipping. I always play it safe. I round up, so I'm doing 1 pound, 1 ounce, which would put me into priority shipping versus first class. But let's be honest, first class shipping, now that the heavier side is upwards of $6, it's only a couple bucks more to do priority, so I'm not too concerned about that. I do need to get measurements on this guy. So we got 13, 11, 3. 13, 11, 3, which brings our shipping to $8.85. Just going south of us. We're in Oregon, so it's just going south of us down to Cali. That guy. You guys still tuning in here? Still got some watchers? I kind of gave up with trying to put effort into making perfect looking videos and editing and all this. I'd rather just turn on my camera, go live, and show you guys what I'm doing, because I'm going to do these tasks anyways. And I know that this type of content can be valuable to some people, so I wanted to hop up here and do that for you guys. All right, next up, Space Jam beanie. These guys I bought, I'm just drawing a blank. I bought for $2.89 each. And I bought like, I don't remember, 400 of them from one of our suppliers or something like that. And they've not been quick sellers. I've been selling these for over a year. They've just been like anywhere from 3 to 5 of these per week. At the peak, I was selling them for $12. Now that I'm down to my final batch of 50 or so, I just want to get rid of them. We've made plenty of profit on these. So now I'm selling at like $1.80 to $2 profit. So I'm selling them for $7.95. It's been tough to sell them at that similar margin, but the sales just slowed down. Now with Space Jam 2 coming out, I think I might bump the price back up in hopes that Space Jam gear in general is going to pop up. So since I've done these, eBay's already got dimensions in there. It's going to be first class, 3 ounces. And these are super easy because they're already pre-bagged to protect it a little bit from all the dust and whatnot. So I just have to throw it in a mailer. And then we're good to go on that. All right, next up, see where we're at with the people. Where do you put your SKU? There's a couple different ways you can do. So I typically use the custom SKU within the actual listing. Other ways, you just throw it inside the description somewhere. Was I gated in toys? I was not. I've got a almost 6-year-old account, so I'm not gated in much on Amazon. That was just a customer return that got pulled for some reason. Oh, Xavier. You have helped me a lot. I made over $300 alone on eBay this month. Thank you for your content. That's amazing, man. Nice work. Find of the day for me is a vintage fishing pole. Paid $7 when they were going for around $300 on eBay all day long. Was a rare find. Nice work, Adam. Found a nice little packaging gold mine, local food processing plant. They have tons of different size boxes they don't use anymore for one reason or another. They don't work. Oh, dude, that's amazing. Yeah, if you can find some type of, I mean, I'm trying to think of the right terminology. Any type of company or business that has overstock of boxes and supplies and stuff like that, most of them are willing to sell them off pretty cheap. So that's incredible. Oh, what's my info in my custom SKU? Typically, I am doing my buy cost and then which bin it's in. And that's really all you can get technical if you want to put like the date that you bought it, if you're tracking, depending how you're doing your accounting. But you could do it a couple different ways that way. I just keep mine easy. I put my buy cost. We do a cash-based accounting, so I don't need to know the exact date that the purchase happened, because it's usually all tracked in my QuickBooks when I'm doing my buying. Do you think that thank you cards helps with repeat buyers? I don't know because I've never tracked that too much. We have had repeat buyers. I think the feedback cards, or feedback, I think the thank you cards help most with the feedback, which is what we're going for. All right, here we go. What do we got up next? Got a couple more, and then I'm going to hop off of here. Looks like a couple video games, which are super easy. And I'm pulling these out of nowhere because I already pre-pulled these. All of our inventory is stored upstairs. All right, so this guy, we got Supercross. This kind of stuff, I don't care how much we make on it. A lot of this is going to be customer returns from Amazon. So at this point, I just want to sell it for what I can. So I'm not necessarily looking to make profit, because I think I remember, I mean, this is like, I don't even know. This is probably 1.5 years, 2 years old. I think I spent $5 on it. I sold it for $9.95. So I'm just trying to recoup whatever cash I can rather than just donating it. So these are super easy though. I did run out of small ones, but usually just a bubble mailer. Usually I have like a perfect fit small one just for video game stuff. And I do not special pad those or anything. I just put them right in there. I've sold thousands of video games this way, and I've never had a complaint about it. And video games are nice because for the most part, they're generally around 5 ounces, which this one is 3.9, so we just round up to 4. But typically 4 or 5 ounces is what you're going to see for most of your video games. So $3.49 to ship that. So out of that, I'm going to be getting my original $5 pretty much back, which I am good with. All right, last up we're gonna have Shinobi Striker. Get a label going for this guy. Probably right around that 4 mark. Yep, 3.6. $3.49 for the label. Sold this one for $14.95. So I made a couple bucks on that one. So any of that lower end stuff that I'm selling for 10, 15, 20 bucks is stuff that's just old inventory, customer return stuff I don't need to make a profit on. I just need to get at least my buy cost back. So I don't mind just liquidating and getting rid of it that way. Other stuff that I am sourcing specifically for eBay, that's the stuff I am definitely going to be needing to make profit on. So there you have it, folks. Any last minute questions I can help you out with before we hop off of here? That Rolo sound, it's so good. Man, once you go Rolo, it's hard to go back to anything else. It really is. But yeah, so far Workstation has been the bomb. I'm so happy I did this. And I've been on top of not letting anything pile up on here because I did not want it to just turn into a place that stuff ends up on. After I'm done shipping, I always put everything back in its place. So it's just been absolutely awesome. All right, let me get you back up here. Can you have SKU printed on the label? Yes, you can. Yeah, and I know a lot of people that will, especially clothing sellers, if you know that all of the clothing you sell is first class, a lot of clothing sellers will pre-print all their labels first and then go grab their inventory because you can have that SKU printed right on the label. Yeah, resellers, we are all horrible about finding empty space and filling it with stuff. And that's been my whole process with doing this whole eBay reboot. Most of my episodes on eBay Reboot so far have just been geared around cleaning and organizing for a reason. Because I'm tired of stuff being around and out of place and having a hard time finding inventory when I need it. So my whole goal was not just to increase eBay sales, but to do it efficiently. So that's where I'm coming up with all these little time-saving hacks, dedicated workspace that will remain clean at all times, all that good stuff. But aside from that, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Again, if you enjoy this type of content, do me a huge favor, hit the thumbs up button, comment below if you want to see more behind the scenes live streams like this. I can keep doing production style videos, which is edited tutorials. I want to start getting back into some vlog content. But I thoroughly enjoy making this type of content, which is just raw behind the scenes. Showing you tasks that I'm doing anyways, and I'm not here to make them look any better than they are because it's just shipping, it's just listing, it's not hard work. Staying consistent and finding inventory that's profitable, that gets to be a part of the hard work. But for the most part, I enjoy being up here sharing with you guys what I'm doing. So if you enjoy it as well, please let me know. I will continue to do it. Have an awesome night. Peace out, crew. See you next time.